Hello everybody and welcome to Warlords of Sigrdrifa episode 7 anime review. So this episode, I think it's fair to say it got pretty serious. We could sort of see where it was going, especially, in the second-ish half of the episode. We kind of knew bad things were going to happen. I don't think we sort of knew how bad things were going to get. No, things got bad in the first half as well. When the laser beam happened. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Well, we've yet to see, exactly the full ramifications of what happened. I think we're going to get that next week. But I think it's safe to say, not good for the good guys, I think is a good way of putting it. What the hell are we going to do for the next 5 episodes? Like, we definitely can't go back to having fun times like the beach episode. That would be insane. Let's not do that. But no, let's get into this week's episode and see how everything played out, because, man, things played out. So where we left off last week, things went really bad. So the outside of the pillar, there's a bunch of enemies been spawned. There's enemy planes that used to be ally planes inside the pillar attacking the good guys. It's not going well, basically. It's hard for the good guys because obviously the planes, the enemy planes, they know they used to be good guys, so they got that feeling in them. Also, I'm not sure if it's actually the pilots, because we never see inside the planes, but they say they're flying just like the pilot used to when they were, on the good side. So either they're just bad, but bad. I think bad might be good, if I'm being honest. I think that Odin is 100% not good. I'm just gonna be quite frank. Or maybe they somehow copied everything about it and then, like that. I'm not too sure though. Ortlind is also there. Remember her? She's the Japanese one that died, who Claudia replaced. Yes, she's there fighting for the enemy too. Obviously, Sonika and Amatsuka's friend is there. It's not good. Claudia and her 2 friends from the other, when they were, where were they? Europe. They're fighting Ortlind. The others are trying to take out Thor. Nothing really works. The hero cannon doesn't work. It doesn't go great. And then outside, 2 that were meant to be fighting enemies accidentally got redirected inside the pillar. So now they're stuck inside the pillar too. Clearly that's what the enemy's goal is here. Get as many Valkyries stuck in the pillar as possible. Maybe to collect new Valkyrie souls to make new planes. They're going to engineer a reverse attack maybe. Or maybe just because they're the only ones that can do any damage. If we keep them inside, can't stop us anywhere else, It's the enemy have got a solid strategy. If it is a strategy and not just instinct, it's clever. So by shooting bullets and hero cannons at Thor, and what they've done is they just pissed it off, basically. He summons enemies from all over the country. They all start mobilizing in on the little pillars. They all start coming towards the big pillar, which is not good. And the captain, or the general, is rightfully okay, abort mission, retreat, this is bad. He asks 2 of the captains, including our captain, the guy we know, he's got a favour for them, so he sends them to go do something. The main lot, the 4 girls we know, maybe the other 3, no, the 4 except Claudia, I think it was. They're helping some others escape. Sonika won't retreat, even though Amatsuka's asking, because, of course she won't. She ends up getting hit. This is why you listen to your elders, Sonika. She gets hit. Amatsuka sort of balances out her plane to sort of help her get out. Because it's going down, she sticks her plane under it. It's good things too, because she definitely would have died otherwise. I think she got knocked unconscious at this point. General asks Loki, the other one, Odin, what is Thor? And he's like, I'll tell you someday in Valhalla. And I'm pretty sure if I remember right, Valhalla is like the afterlife. So maybe don't do that. Maybe tell us before we get there. That would be helpful, Odin. And then Thor, of course, has a giant hammer, don't you know? I've seen the movies, I know. He has a giant hammer, and he makes a giant hammer laser beam. He kills a lot of people, including the whole of the command center. Yeah, that'll do. That's not good, I was really worried for a second, because I was worried, oh my god, are our captain in there, and those 3 navigator girls, are they all in there? Oh man, that would suck. Just the whole chain of command would get wrecked. And also he takes out a load of planes as well, including, I think, Claudia's friends. later on she's like, I have many feelings right now. So either they're trapped or they got killed. Like, 2 pilots definitely got killed, and I can't remember who they were. I think it was her friends, but it might have been the 2 that got accidentally went in. I can't remember, you know. We didn't have enough time with these characters. I can't remember who they are. Sonika wakes up later at a base camp. So the good news, the main 4, well, the main 5, and Atsuka also, well, they all survived, so that's good. The bad news, plan was a total failure. Command was completely wiped out, although all the people we know actually managed to get out. That's good. All of Command wiped out. Captain Satomi, he managed to survive with the 3 operators, as I just said. Most people got wiped out, though, including Odin, which, let's be honest, we don't think he's dead, do we? I definitely don't think he's dead. He's probably lost that form, but he probably has more than one form. Or maybe he's just going to regenerate. He's a god. He could probably do that, right? We need to evacuate all the civilians now because of all these new pillars around. Yeah, we're kind of in trouble. We need to get all these people out of there. That's what we're doing. Claudie is all like, I have many feelings right now. So again, her friends they didn't get out. They're either still in the pillar or they're dead. One of those 2 things happened. Sonika can't fly because she's injured and her plane is broke. Those are pretty good reasons, in my opinion. Azu accidentally lets slip that there is also a rescue mission happening. Turns out, yeah, Amatsuka's going to tell her what's going on with the rescue mission. I mean, from this moment on, we knew how this episode was ending, didn't we? Could only end one way, and yeah, oof, it hit you a little bit, didn't it? So Amatsuka is reminiscing a bit with Sonika about the old times. She gets her to call her One-chan because that's where this is going. Some of the comrades still inside the pillar, as I said. Amatsuka is in charge of the rescue. By the way, when she said she was in charge of the rescue, I thought it meant there was a whole squad. It was literally just her and her 3 dude bros. That was the rescue squad. Okay, good luck, I guess. Sono keeps crying. She's like, I'm gonna keep crying until you don't go because, you know, please don't leave. Let's make up and everything. And Amatsuka is like, I can't protect you if I don't go. And it's like, I promise I'll come back. And I'm like, oh no, stop. I'm like, oh, there's one death flag. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, we saw where this was going. They swap charms. Sonika gives her, or Amatsuka takes the picture from Sonika, and the one she gives to Sonika, she says, if it's ever too much, just open it, basically. So it's probably going to have a picture inside it, or maybe it'll have something, you know, like a message or something. Something's going to be in there. And it's, good luck, Amatsuka. I feel bad for Sonika, you know, but, I mean, what I'm not confused about, like, is presumably this series, I'm going to assume it's not going to get another season, is going to end when they destroy the Fuji Pillar, like, presumably. That's kind of what I'm expecting. So, I mean, that doesn't mean they win, though, does it? That means they just took out one. Unless it's like going to turn out like, oh yeah, that's the main one. If we destroy that, they'll destroy the others. That might happen. Who knows? But yeah, back to sad farewells. Let's go back to a little bit of feels. Let's do that. So the others also all go see off. Not Sonika and Matsuka. They do a proper salute and everything, and everyone. It's they also indirectly all tell her that, hey, you need to come back alive, basically. But you know, no one, not the characters, nor us watching, we don't believe she's coming back alive. It's more a hope than an expectation. And yeah, Captain gives us some booze, last meal, last toast, good luck toast. She says, look after Sonika. There's a fist bump. It's very, yeah, we know where this is going. And it's, yeah. The rest of Matsuko and her crew, when they leave, she says she'll give all of them a kiss if they manage to survive. Which, hang on, I think that was 3 more death flags right there. Yeah. I mean, it was obviously deliberate, but it was still a bit oof, you know. It hit you in the oof. Let's go with that. The attack begins. We don't actually see how it goes because we just go to the other 4, the main 4, waiting at the location. One of them, I think Azu gave her, this is where we're going to be waiting for you, so come here when you're done. Yeah, a plane shows up, one sole plane. I was like, bloody hell, she survived. Nope, it's a different plane. She managed to rescue one person, and this one person is missing an eye. She returns the charm to Sonika that Amatsuka took. So, yeah, and they all have a cry, because of course, that means Amatsuka's dead. Or does it? So, it's kind of what I'm thinking, right? If she was in a position to give her the charm, that means they must have been outside the plane, kinda. You know what I mean? They couldn't have passed it from plane to plane. I mean, they could have, but I think she survived, and I've got this idea in my head that Thor is actually a good guy. Like, for some reason, I think she's going to be fighting for the other side later on, either because she's died or she's fell in battle or something. I don't think she's 100% dead, you know? It's the old adage, if you don't see the body, they ain't dead. And I didn't see no body, so yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't mention this earlier as well, so I'm just going to throw it here because I just remembered it. Ortlind, turns out she probably was close to the general guy because they had a picture in the thing. She was like, was she his daughter? Or just they were close, who knows? Just thought I'd mention that there as well, because I forgot about it earlier. But yeah, that was where we ended the episode. Amatsuka has died. I'm not convinced, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. Let's go that, because the send off they gave her with everybody, that was a nice, like, oh, you know, it was, and all the death flags, man, there was a lot of them. So, kind of again makes me think, yeah, she's probably not alive. But at the same time, they would bring her back as an enemy. They'd totally do that. Maybe not her herself, but the plane and the piloting style. I think they'd definitely do that. But what was my favourite part of this week's episode? Let's check this out and have a look, shall we? So my favourite part of the episode was the whole farewell sequence. Primarily the bit where from everyone saluting her onwards, and you had the booze toast, but also the stuff with Sonika. That all hit hard. Sonika, because of course she had been so anti-Amatsuka the whole time, didn't want anything to do with her, and then just to hear, yeah, I'm probably going to die. It all just came, it was all forgotten, and yeah, it was just, oh, my heart hurts a little bit. Why is it doing this, you know? I wouldn't say I was underwhelmed by this show, but I'm starting to get into it now, I think. I think this second half is going to be quite good. Hopefully they don't have another beach episode. That'd be kind of weird. But no, I think things are going to get serious now. I think maybe that other pilot that survived, because as far as we know, that's the only other one alive. It's the 4 main ones and that one. Or not alive, but in a position to help. Unless she lost her eye. Her eye was shut, so maybe she lost an eye. That's not ideal. Don't want to fly with one eye. Depth perception, kind of important. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen now. I'm kind of enjoying this. It took a lot of pickup. The first half I don't want to say regretting watching it, because that's a bit harsh, but I was just like, okay, I could have gone without watching this, you know. But no, now it's getting kind of good. Now, and also I didn't mention it earlier as well. The dogfight animation is really good. Like, this show is kind of really well animated, like surprisingly well. Like, considering how relatively low down the totem pole it is, with stuff that's airing. It's surprisingly well done, and I can't argue, I can't fault them for that. That's pretty good. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out a lot. Let me know what you think's going to happen. I love reading people's comments and ideas. It's really good. Anyway though, see you next week. Take care, and bye guys.